Due to a lot of factors, the May 7th release date for Resident Evil Village is one of the biggest things in gaming in 2021. With so many release dates up in the air and delays aplenty, Capcom's survival horror franchise has the spotlight that it perhaps deserves as one of the big hitters definitely coming out. And speaking of big hitters, we've now found out how much space we're going to need on our Xbox consoles thanks to the store listing on Xbox.com. And it's only the Xbox size we have confirmed info on, but you can expect the PlayStation version to be a similar size. Before we get to it, it's worth noting that Resident Evil Village includes the multiplayer game RE-Verse, which looks to offer an almost Fortnite-looking multiplayer game as Capcom continues to try and find a multiplayer space for the series. Resident Evil 3 Remake came with Resident Evil Resistance, an almost Left 4 Dead style attempt at a game that really didn't take off, but it was a separate download, so you didn't have to have it there taking up room on your hard drive if you didn't want to. So then, with RE-Verse or Reverse included, you're looking at 50 gigs of storage required, which Reverse is rumoured to be about 15 gig of on its own, bringing the single-player adventure Village down to 35 gigs. Of course, there will always be slight differences between consoles, depending on compression, etc., but that's roughly what you can expect come May the 7th. Set a few years after the horrifying events in the critically acclaimed Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil Village's all-new storyline begins with Ethan Winters and his wife Maya living peacefully in a new location, free from their past nightmares. But just as they're building their new life together, tragedy befalls them once again. Capcom has suffered a lot of leaks surrounding Resident Evil, but hopes are high this game's going to be a good one, especially since trailers and comments have suggested that it is looking to borrow from Resident Evil 4 in some aspects. For more on Resident Evil Village and everything else in the world of gaming, head to NME.com.